Hello, welcome to episode number 18 of my Disco Elysium playthrough. Thank you very much for joining me. I literally just went back and watched the end of episode 17, which I recorded about a week ago. And I noticed that I'm wearing exactly the same clothes as now and the same hat. So a week has passed, okay? I'm not just recording these two back to back, but it just turns out I've got the same clothes on. So there we go. There's an interesting fact to start the stream with. It's not a stream, it's a recording. Looking forward to this. We've made a lot of progress. Loads of stuff's been happening. We have crossed over to the other side of the map, which is exciting. Found my badge. And there's all sorts to do and research and look into and investigate over on that side of the harbour. But if I remember rightly, and I do remember rightly because I literally just checked, we are about to go back and speak to Glacier because things have got a little bit interesting. Obviously, the Hardy Boys were talking about the fact that Glacier was assaulted. And then I've spoken to her and she's like, no, I wasn't. They're making that up. And so things are getting a little bit interesting and intriguing. There's motives behind attacking and lynching and murdering the person. But how strong and true are those motives? There's lots to discover, so we're going to get into it pretty much straight away. However, I also wanted to draw attention and say thank you once again to the help of Manuel via letter and Barbarian Dude for some good comments, some good tips. Do you remember in the last episode we were talking about the fact that I have some tasks, particularly about asking Gar about the clothes, that I don't seem to be able to do, and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to do it. Anyway, turns out that's just happened sometimes. The nature of the game is that things go off in different directions depending on different decisions that are made, and there are some tasks that I just will not be able to clear and will just stay in my task list forever. So fair enough. And Barbarian Dude said something which I found interesting, which is because I've got indirect modes of transport. Sorry, where is it? As one of my thought cabinet things, I get money every single time I say something pro free market. So I'm a hustle grinder, capitalism is great, and then they confirm that later. So I need to think about that a little bit more. Some of the decisions I've made and things that I've done in the thought cabinet I'm not really considering as I go, and I must say I'm finding it a little bit hard to sort of remember what decisions I've made as Harry, and how I've sort of been forming his character. But I'm still enjoying the game. It's a good laugh. A good laugh? I don't think that's the word. It's a good experience so far. And let's get into it. See how we get on today. Once again, the music seems very loud in my ears, but that will level out when we get into it. Let me move my recording software down here so I can double check that everything's going well. I'm recording and playing. And let's speak to Glacier. And here we are. We set ourselves up at the end of the last recording to ensure we were ready to get straight into it. Also Llama, shout out to Llama, told me that when you're in... Is it in here? Yeah. Look, I can already see all the bonuses I'm getting from the items because I was too busy going through every single thing, looking at the figures. What am I getting? What am I losing? And it's all up here from all my items. I know this already. Thank you, Llama. Let's get chatting.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Sure is. Of course, yeah, so sorry. So obviously, the Hardy Boys said that the person was intending to, that there was the assault and the rape. Clutchy then was like, nah. And then the Hardy Boys were like, well, we've got a recording. So that's why we're back here. But let's talk about the room first.
Yeah?
Hate to say it, but you've got sad all over the place.
Yeah. I've contaminated it pretty bad.
Yeah. I've got vocal fry. I should probably present a podcast.
The contamination spreads from room to room. First, I escaped upstairs. The sad got that too. Then I found the handle for the summer door.
What exactly is the nature of this contamination?
For me, it's a mix of me with a lack of cleaning services. How about you? Talk around the establishment is, you have an industrial sad spill in there.
Taps the Ruth with her heel. I hate objects. I'm part of the anti-object task force. For me, it's alcoholism. Let's say that.
Cool. I think I'm developing a pinch of that too. It hasn't done wonders to my taste in interior decoration.
Shit, have I missed the opportunity to say the bit about the Hardy brothers?
All right.
No, here we go. Titus Hardy gave us a recording where the deceased states his intention to commit rape.
She puts her coffee cup down with a soft ring as the porcelain meets the metal table.
Did he? I never said he was a good man, or that he had good intentions. Only that he was never bad to me.
On this tape, he specifically identifies you as the target.
Where did they get this recording exactly?
It's intercepted radio chatter of the deceased, recorded via de-encryption station. It's authentic enough.
Does he say he's gonna do it Soldier of the Apocalypse style?
Those are the exact words he used. Something to that effect. Yes. No. I can't actually remember what he says. We just say something to that effect?
The phrase was used.
Yeah. That was practically his pickup line.
A memory surfaces in her tired neocortex. It's not entirely unpleasant.
Did he say whores a lot? Was he pretty much on the verge of doing it Kohoi style?
Yeah, the word whore was used.
He liked the way it sounded when he said it. As to Kohoi,
The young woman lights a new cigarette with the butt of her old one.
he wasn't actually there. He didn't do a tour, or at least didn't tell me he did. Would have been overkill anyway. He lived his own little Kohoi. It wasn't his everything.
Why say things like that, though? Gizmo? Chismo? Machismo? 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 Why don't I know how to say that name? That word. Do you think he was trying to scare people? Let's say that.
No, I'm pretty sure he did all those things. And then had to internalize them to keep on living. Until they just sort of turn into his, what's the word I'm looking for?
Persona?
Running joke. I was gonna say running joke. And it sounds like you didn't even get the good bits. Lely's punchlines got way, way funkier than that. He was like the Seminoles conflict, the Kohoi massacre, and the 36 famine in Yezud all rolled into one person, then cast in Orani ceramic armor, which he wore in bed and in the shower.
Weren't you afraid? You like this kind of stuff. And you spent time with this person romantically? Let's say that.
We're all scraping up any happiness we can find, officer. Going around with our little scouring sticks. You, your first love, Mr. Kohoi here.
Did he tell you he had actually done any of those things? He and Martinez, I mean?
No. We were too busy laying waste to our own nervous systems to direct any of the fury outward. He seemed happy, I guess. At ease. As much as a man like him could be.
There is a small measure of pride in her that she could quell the rage in such a being.
Thank you for clearing that up, miss. Whenever you're ready. I'm interested to hear what Titus Hardy has to say now.
Straight down to Hardy?
She takes a very small sip of her coffee and smiles.
Now that you've had some more time, can you tell us more about the victim?
Like, for example, his name?
Actually, officer, I didn't know his name. I just called him Lely.
Lely.
A nickname?
I guess. He came from Lelystad. It's short for that. And it was his army name, apparently. He said his real name wasn't his. I tried to pry it out of him, but it was no use.
Lelystad. That's a good start.
The lieutenant writes it down in his notebook.
We have a few questions you can help us with. A few things a field autopsy alone can't answer.
The young woman cranes her neck, trying to catch a glimpse of the page the lieutenant passed to you. On it is a list of autopsy observations recorded neatly in blue ink. The last missing pieces of a puzzle of flesh.
Do I care where Lelystad is? Yeah.
In Oranje, officer. It's, I think municipality is the term. A nowhere town there.
You were almost right, officer. That means his race was occidental, not mondial. I'll update the form.
You were both from Oranje? Moving on. Yeah, that's interesting. They're both from there.
Yes. We were compatriots.
Did that bring you together?
No. He was too old for that. And from another part of Oranjenrijk. I didn't even understand his accent. What brought us together wasn't Oranje. It was bad habits.
Sex, alcohol, speed, probably also sildenafil. No love for Muta Aranye? Wasn't he a soldier?
A military man, but not a patriot. No need to get political. Come on.
No. He left the National Service after they taught him to do what he did on Seminine. He wasn't the flag-waving kind. He was the making money, killing people kind. He was by no means a stupid man. A people person. A small platoon leader. Certainly not a patriot.
A flash of rage comes over you. The words have already left your mouth.
A disgraceful mercenary. The Orange's estate should have checked his breast for sublime patriotic rage before they trained him.
Had he passed that test, we wouldn't have gotten along. Come to think of it, maybe it was our hate for Oranje that brought us together. I love Revachol, though. I hope she loves me, too.
How old was he, miss?
He was 42.
42? Are you sure? I would have had him above 50.
He had many scars that made him appear older. But no. We even celebrated his birthday, like, some weeks ago. It was a funny 2 days. He had little reason to lie to me.
We were slightly off then. Thank you for clearing it up.
The adversary one.
His eye colour?
Blue. Light blue. They were like little blue galaxies, you know? It was strange, seeing those eyes in his fucked up face. Pardon the swearing. I do him an injustice. He wasn't ugly. And he had a beautiful, soft voice. Very surprising, what with all the scarring. It was quite something, watching him speak.
He had a combat wound on his chin and mouth?
Yes. Severe. It made him look like half his face was cracking away in some strange smile. That and those eyes.
Ah, yes. His hair, if you can remember?
It was light brown, almost blonde. He darkened it with brilliantine, made it oily. Not nice to stroke. I couldn't convince him to leave it alone.
He had a tattoo. What did it mean?
Oh, that.
It's clear she liked it.
He liked it? Was it a map of the waterways? It was a map of his service history. What did it represent? Do you know? Say that, because we kind of think we know, but does she know?
It was a map of his life and the
Okay.
places he visited as a soldier. It was mostly for showing off to chicks, though.
Showing off to chicks? How so?
How? Imagine him lying in bed. Freakish musculature laid out on the sheets. Scarred, of course. Tattooed. The sheets are dirty for some reason. He's smoking and drinking, of course. And his chest and shoulders and arms are studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of them. Maybe even thousands. And the woman goes like, "What was this, baby?" And he says, "That was too hardcore. Don't ask me about that." So she goes, "Okay, But what's this, baby? And he's like, saw some bad shit there. Killed some loincloths. And so it goes. Star after star. Port after port. Third world country after third world country. And he's done horrible things in every single one of them.
You were the woman in this?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us precisely what these mean? Hand her the photo.
No, thank you. I've seen enough of him dead. I can tell you what they meant without looking at them.
Go on.
He was a blue-eyed boy with thick arms, from a small town. He was also poor, and the government of Orania needed some people killed, so they turned him into a grotesque killer. For money. He went to Killer Academy in Vredefort. Then he killed some people in the Seminine Islands. And on other islands, too. All of the islands. After this, he came to Revachol and got killed himself.
Thanks for clearing that up.
Change of topic, perhaps?
Nice to get that long-term task off the list. Tell me something odd. Did he enjoy his death? Could it be love that did him in? We requested semen screening from processing. I think we're finished with this line of questioning. I think we probably need to ask all of this. Did he enjoy his death?
Why do you ask?
Just have her answer the question. Don't give explanations.
Just a feeling I have. Indulge me.
Well, it's wrong. He had too many drinks to down and too many bad things to do. Couldn't tap out just yet.
Could it be love that did him in?
It very well could be, yes.
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I have no idea. I don't even know what you mean. Love did him in? What does that mean?
He told me love did him in.
That's not funny, officer.
Her voice is like a slash through the air. Her shoulders tense up.
We requested a semen screening from processing.
Good for you.
What do you think it will tell us?
I don't know how a semen sample works, officers. How many days after intercourse does it have to be? I don't even know if he had sex with someone else. We didn't go steady.
Is she avoiding anything? Technically not. See? There's something off here. This one must know she's deploying flares and countermeasures.
I think we're finished here with this line of questioning.
All right.
The lieutenant puts the slip back in his notes and observes the young woman for a moment.
Coolly, gracefully, she pours herself more coffee.
Okay, we've got a 42% chance here, looking her in the eye with volition. Let's have a look over here. No. Let's have a look over. No. Let's exit. No. Let's escape. Return to this. And now press this. Anything affecting our volition? No. Can anything affect our volition? Probably not. Right. Got 2 skill points. Damage -1. Bonus from thoughts +2. Doing all right on there already, aren't we? I think we might go with it at 42 because I've had a good roll. I've had a good roll. Here we go.
It's a fine day for questions.
Soft, light brown eyes look back at you, directly into the space behind your eye sockets. You see the smoke rise from between her painted red lips. She's beautiful.
I've had a few there where I've been under 50%, but I've been successful. I think I need to rein that in a bit. I think next time I won't be as lucky. Okay? Let's try and remember that.
I have bad news for you.
What?
You know these guys? Who?
Who? What?
Yes, you. He's talking about you, you boring stiff. You too. Me? What did I do? These guys are compromised. She's got them singing along to her tune. The little bleeps and bloops you trust for info. You can't trust them anymore.
What?
Believe it.
Which ones exactly are affected?
There's no way of knowing. At the moment, I'm afraid it's best to assume all of them.
What? So which ones were we? They logic and drama.
Bullshit, man. I ain't compromised. Especially that guy. That guy's the most compromised one in here.
Oh God.
No fucking way, man. I just want a drag of that sweet menthol Ziggy. Really? Quick. Tell me what's under her jumpsuit. Glory, truth, softness. Protect her. She wants you. I take it back. He's got it pretty bad. But this next guy's on another level entirely. She likes you. The crown head is a boring condom. He's jealous. This is human nature.
How did this happen?
How it always does. Through subtlety.
What can I do?
There's nothing you can do about it. You are how you are, and she is how she is. Things will go as they do.
Can't you turn them normal again?
No,
What use is this then?
it's better to know you're being played than to be played without knowing it.
Is it?
Is it not?
I kind of wish I'd failed the role now. Does this mean she's been lying?
I think it's safe to assume, yes. Mr. Thespian here
think so too.
hasn't been speaking up. If he were, I suspect there would be paeans to her truthfulness. Like this. No, he's not going to show up. I'm sorry. Your
Wow.
lie detection isn't working. It's not her doing. He's just totally inept. It looks like you're also an idiot. But that's not her fault. No, not an idiot. You're just more of a sensitive type. Thinks with his heart. This woman's pain draws you in.
What's her plan?
You can't draw a sound conclusion. The one he usually does says, huh? No, Mr. Conclusion. You're always kind of limited in your analytical abilities. That's not her fault, but still.
I've been talking to myself for long enough. Let's get back to it.
Don't worry. It's only been 4 or 5 seconds. You've got this.
Say out loud, miss, are you manipulating me? Or just close your eyes and let the moment pass. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to say it.
The silence broken. She exhales a little cloud of smoke and says,
God, no.
Okay, bye. Interesting. Let's just go straight back down to the Hardys then and see what they've got to say. Is this just going to be it now for the stream? Up and down, up and down, up and down. Don't go anywhere else. This music just continues to get me every time, guys.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
So I talked to Clashie about the tape.
And
he tenses immediately. Chest tightens, jaw sets, ready for another blow.
Do I say or do I get back? I think it's probably better to say and see how he reacts. She stands by what she said.
that fucking fucker. You're the worst cops in Revachol. I gave you gold on that tape.
I don't think it's good to argue the toss here because I don't want to get beaten up. It was dark stuff, but it didn't prove anything and it didn't change her mind. Yeah, it was bad. Honestly, I expected it to have more effect. She pretty much laughed it off, Titus. It didn't prove anything. It didn't change her mind.
Dark. Dark is when you start a goddamn death rock band. He said he'd rape her.
Shakes his head in disbelief.
Sounds like he wanted it to change her mind about the hanged man. This is definitely personal.
What did she have to say then? Fine by her? This is what people are supposed to be like? Fucking whoop-de-doo.
She did not say whoop-de-doo. It did not come as a surprise to her, and she definitely wasn't scared. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. If anything, she seemed turned on by the whole door gunning thing. I'm going to say it. She did not say whoop-de-doo.
I can confirm that.
Thank you, Kim.
I see what you're doing there. Let's push him.
He didn't? Well, whoop-de-doo then.
He's too angry to drink his beer. It did not come as a surprise. Actually, I think it made her a little nostalgic. Let's say that.
Yes. In fact, I think she thought it was a little funny.
Yeah, Kim's on side with this.
Funny. No good goddamn psycho whore. Alright. All fucking righty then. I guess it's good then. That fucking...
Please try to control yourself in the presence of visitors, Titus.
Her voice is a bit softer than earlier.
This is just perfect. Just fucking perfect. Any thoughts on this, lawman?
Titus rubs his chin with his palm as if trying to grind it smooth.
Women are crazy. Irrational. That's what you're thinking, right? Also, your fists are itching for a bump.
I think this is personal for you. I think you had feelings. I think at any point I'm going to get beaten up by Titus, and we saw last time that was bad for me, so I don't want that to happen. You know what I think? Women are crazy, man. Maybe she isn't who you thought she was. Maybe she's in denial. Be straight with me. What really happened? I don't think I'll say that yet. I'm going to say maybe she isn't who you thought she was.
Nah. I know her. She's just a girl. In over her head.
Titus, she has my whole skill set compromised. She's some kind of pro. Not saying that. You don't know. She's a model. She won a pageant. She's not some helpless girl. She handled the mercenary well enough. She's a hardcore party girl with a bigger death wish than mine. Huh? Guess you do know her. I'm going to say she's not some helpless girl.
Handled him? She got into some stupid shit with that guy. Shit we had to take care of.
Yes, we heard all about it, and the fact still stands. You were more disturbed by the tape than her.
Be straight with me, Titus. What really happened?
I already told you. We fucking hanged him.
There's less gusto in his voice now. His men too are growing increasingly silent.
Come on, Titus. The stakes are too high here. There will be blood on the streets. The tribunal, remember. I know you're tired. Why don't you just...
You know what? I am tired. I'm tired of you, them, and the whore upstairs. Next time you see her, tell her Titus said, "Fuck off!"
This is the petulant rage of someone who's at the end of their wits.
That lying, scamming. We're done. This is over. You understand? Your little investigation is over. Yeah.
Thanks, Alan. Something in the room, and Elaine starts saying something, then thinks best not to.
What is this quiet funeral shit? All we need is some beers in us. Bartender, 20 beers for the Dock Workers Union.
Why do we make it 40, huh? Why do we make it 100 beers? You're not loud enough.
100 beers? Now we're talking. Hoppity hop over here, cafeteria manager.
The window might be closing. The more beers they get in them, the less cooperative they will be.
Scan the room. I want to talk about hanging again. Oh, look at this. The rhetoric. Absolutely zero chance of convincing Titus he's being manipulated. Well, I mean, 3% chance. Why am I lying? Compromised skill set known. Warned about the tribunal. The rhetoric thing is interesting. So, God. I don't like the way I can't look at this when I'm in a conversation. I'd like to be able to check this without escaping. Let's leave. I want to be able to check my inventory and anything that's happening. Have I got anything to boost rhetoric? The bum hat takes it down. I'm not going to have anything that's going to boost it enough, am I? Maybe I should actually take some of these clothes off. Is there anything that is just taken away at the minute? No. only got 3 things taking away at the minute anyway. Okay, well, let's have a look back here because tasks and things have updated. Get the whole story from Titus. Convince Hardy Boys to tell you the whole story. Hardy and the boys know the whole story. It'll be difficult to get it out of him. Have you thoroughly inspected the body, looked around for a witness, gotten friendly with the union boss and the company rep, really got on to class? Yeah, okay. So there's more to be done. However, most of that stuff is either upstairs or all the way back over by the docks. And I don't think we're going to do that today. I think we've got other areas to go and investigate. And I think it looks like we're going to do that because a lot of this other stuff is going to happen over there. So let's go. We're half an hour into this. We've got at least half an hour. I could do slightly longer today. Maybe we'll do an hour 20 or something like that. It's always stupid me saying that stuff because you can literally glance down and see what I did. Let's go. Let's go and investigate some new areas. Do I have to go down? No, I can go down here. Oh. I wish I could press tab while running. Again, I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. So we dealt with this stuff earlier on the last episode. What's this? What's this? Footprints in the snow, they lead away from the accident. Got boats. Is this some sort of tent? There's a boat tucked underneath the tarpaulin cover. It's a boat for a tent. It's a tent for a boat. This just says boats. The underside of the boat has recently been tarred. Oops. God, there's loads to investigate all over. I don't want to miss stuff. Oh, right. Don't know how we even get up there. Probably that way. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Quick travel unlocked. Fisherman shacks. What? What's quick travel? Quick travel, is that a way? Do you reckon you click on the map and where is the map? I don't remember how to get to the map right now. Sorry everybody, it's here. Interact.
The worn map features the patchwork grid of the streets of Martinez, with directions to appropriately touristy locations. Year 48 resides on the upper right corner.
Trace a path through the grid.
Your finger moves through the various streets, across Rue de Saint-Ghislain and Rue Saint-Cypar, over Saint-Brun and Martinez North, finally coming to a halt on the spot where you are currently standing, although the map gives no such indication itself.
For a more detailed view of the map, go to your journal and select the Map tab.
Journal. Map. Does this mean you can quickly travel to places? So we've got the fisherman shacks here. It said quick travel, and that just made me think if you can literally just double click on something. Travel here. You are here. Here we go. That's huge. Now you're not going to need me double clicking. Watch me double clicking all over the screen. Nice. Okay, that's cool. That's going to save us some time. And then I'm assuming. Where's the sleeping dock worker? Oh yeah. Okay. We'll be able to do it for other areas too, maybe. Who knows? Anyway, let's go back over here. So much to do. Should we just run around? Should we just pick up all the stuff first? Take the money. Let's go in here, take whatever stuff that's in here. Nice. Take this. Structural material, whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. These people as well. Loads of people to interact with. That's a bench to sit on to pass some time. Money over there. Let's look at this. Trousers. They do something for my kingdom of conscience, was that? I've got a feeling that because I suppose we could have come in. I was going to say it's sort of suggesting we should come and talk to this person first, but we could have come at this from any angle. So I think we will talk to them first. Anything else going on here? Ladders. Ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in kelp. Boat is floating freely in the water unmoored. Wonder if I'll ever be able to get a boat. Right, let's chat. Although, what's this first? What are these doing in the fish? Oh, we rarely ever zoom in this close. Oh, boots. Good for perception. I like the look of those boots. I'm putting them on straight away, I think. So what are my current shoes doing? Composure, but down on the savoir-faire. Okay, let's do... Ooh, yes. And those are kingdoms of conscience, but these ones... Look at this. We can get rid of all the things that are doing negative. Jacket does shivers. I've got any jackets that are pure positive? I know sometimes it will depend what. Oh, yes. Look at this. What positives we're looking for. I like changing my look up every so often. Let's get rid of that now. Let's get rid of that now. I look a bit more normal now, apart from the gloves.
These are some wonderfully regular pants.
Thank you.
Not too tight, not too loose, moderate in every sense. You'll blend right in at some pleasant dinner party.
I like regular, normal things.
I know you do. These Inter-Estellari pants are like wearing a perfect compromise in your nether regions. No one will call the moral intern on you like this, that's for sure. You're a little more moralist now, buddy. A little more normal, even if you didn't want to be.
Worth having the thought there. Back up to 6 on the morale. Okay, who's this? Let's chat. Let's chat.
Hi, officer.
Lillian the net picker. Cool earrings. Oh, look, they're hooks. They're fish hooks. A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
Depends. Where are we exactly? I've questions. The first is, what's your name? I'm good. That's us where we are.
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Okay, well, I've got questions. First is, what's your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
Bit shit, isn't it? That your nickname is just, yeah, Netpicker. People call me Netpicker. They don't. It's not like, oh, they call me Lily the Netpicker or Lily Net. It's just Netpicker. It's not even related to her name. It's just what she does. Doesn't feel like there's any warmth there for Lily, and she seems nice so far.
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
I do want to find out about that. Does it come with a story?
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Okay. Do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
Isn't that what guns are for?
Guns are expensive and fragile, I think. Besides, I got kids. Can't have guns around them, and sometimes a sharp blade is enough to keep folks at bay.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow that sword? I don't need to, do I? Why don't more women arm themselves? So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Another missing husband? He disappeared. Sounds like a missing persons case.
It absolutely does not. We are not going to look for him.
Oh.
No. There's nothing to find.
Oh.
He's dead. Lost to the waves.
Oh. Say no more. Wait for her to continue.
He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him, nods sagely. Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death. Time really is the best cure for sorrow. It's healthy to let go and move on. Thing is, I might say these two, but it feels like Harry would say one of these. Let's say I shit on death.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
She glances at the village where two little kids are playing with what looked like rocks. We saw them earlier.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk.
Ask her.
Both of you could
Sake.
need some action.
Do it! Hit on the widow! It's the right thing to do!
Oh, okay. Is this who we were getting the signature from? Right, I didn't even spot that. Let's just do it.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everett's planning to turn some of the village into a youth centre.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that.
On second thought, don't sign the papers. If like the task is to get the papers signed, but thought what exactly?
That Everard and the Union have nice plans for anything. I thought they only cared about
I think
themselves.
that's true.
Well, I guess Union members have children too.
So will you sign it?
Aye. Why not?
There we go. I think it's probably for the best.
Fine. Here you go.
Why did you sign it?
I shouldn't have.
Oh no, it's a youth centre. Why shouldn't you?
That's what I asked you. It's a youth centre and
What am
I
I
have
doing?
children. Got to give them something else to do. They're cute and small now, but they're growing up fast. I had my first drink when I was 11 because I was so bored. Anyhow, you also need Isabel's signature. If it's a bad idea, she won't sign. You'll find she's a tougher nut to crack than me.
Okay. Is that your boat? Went to the overturned boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
A working class husband.
Yeah, I'm not really looking for that anymore. Not much into the middle class ones either.
Is
It was some landed gentry,
Sorry.
but apparently they don't make those anymore.
Sorry, Lily. The husband isn't for me. I'm looking for him for his wife.
Wish I could help you with that, but I haven't seen your working class husband. Maybe I can help you find someone else.
She seems genuinely sorry for not being able to help you.
That's it. I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I'll be seeing you. Can't really be bothered to ask them what else they do around here. Let's have a click in here. We've got half the signatures now.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan in the addendum. Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee.
Kim, what do you think of this?
I'm no property lawyer, but it looks fine. I like the print size. They're not selling or leasing anything. It's not a perfect solution, but...
Try to find a loophole in the deal. 17% with my logic. Are there any loopholes? Where's my logic? We've already got that boosted once anyway. We've got nothing that's affecting my logic. I can't remember if any of the... let's have a look. I'm not remembering what things boost what, even though I'm sure some of it's pretty self-explanatory. Shirt boosts the logic by 1. Can we put that on under the jacket anyway? Yes, we can. And the hat. Fuck's sake. Okay, let's go back and see. Oh shit, no, we need to interact with the letter again.
You take the legal documents out.
42.
A 12 to 40 month construction period and the zoning plan.
I can retry it.
Underneath all this, Lillian's signature and an empty line waiting for a signee.
I've had some good luck with 42% recently, and I said last time I'm probably not, but I can retry it, so let's do it. Am I on the roll of my life? I've got a good feeling about this. I shouldn't, because the odds are against me now, but I've got a good feeling.
There doesn't seem to be anything of interest here.
Stupid
No
good
fine
feeling.
print. You're smart. You can read.
We'll try that again another time. Let's leave. Don't worry about it. We've got to find the other signee anyway. Look at my outfit now, though. This is ridiculous. Right, let's investigate this building while we're here. Look at the window. Can't see into the house from this angle. It's locked tight. Okay. Do you think this is the other sister? Let's find out. Might be a bit old. Woman next to a bucket of close hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
I like that just from my 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 big hat, conical hat, and my bright yellow gloves. She can tell. She can tell I'm a man of the law.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
Trouble? Say the second thing, Bratan. Shows you got style.
We're cops. We're hellraisers. Click, click, bang, bang. I am going to say this to the old woman because I think that'll be funny.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You
Oh.
didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
Wait, I've been here before.
No, not you personally.
Oh.
I meant the RCM. Some of the men got into a fight. One of them killed another. Locked himself in that woodshed over there.
I can't get in there yet.
He was brooding, needed some help opening the door. You got it open for him and took him to think about what he'd done in a more secluded place. Somewhere more quiet.
She says it as if he was on some kind of spiritual retreat.
I'm totally in an omen. It's exactly what I've been telling everyone. The end is here.
You're not. No one around here considers us an
Kim.
evil omen. People would have told us.
Kim, I'm just having a laugh. Look at my hat and my gloves.
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built. I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone stay around here? What is in this fishing village? What's further down the coast? Tell me about yourself. Goodbye. I must say, this the one thing about this game is that I'm probably quite impatient, and I just know, like, I kind of just want to move on and do the next stuff. But obviously, doing these questions is going to be helpful, probably, and I might get some XP. But I know it could just be me stood here for the next 10 minutes. I want action. I want action. I want to move on, do stuff. But let's ask the questions. Let's get the info. Where could someone stay around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave. That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
That shack again. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
That's actually quite interesting. And that's why you click on stuff and you don't be impatient. I know I'm going to frustrate people who watch, and I do frustrate people who watch the stream when I get impatient with games. Okay, so you're just giving it to me. I'm not sure it's appropriate for the RCM to accept free accommodation. There's this guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night just so I don't die out in the cold. Okay, I'll take it. I think I just take it, because that's going to save me 20. Although I have spent 20 for tonight. So maybe it'd be better to come back tomorrow. But fuck it, no. I'm going to take it.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
A key appears on her apron. She hands it to you.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Well, it's going to save me 20 a day, which is quite a big deal.
He's a little relieved you're no longer in that room. Should he? This environment encourages one thing, and one thing only. Drinking.
Yeah.
Finally, you have those lame-os of matinees off your back, Bratan. This looks like a great place to bring chicks.
It's just got dark. Raining. What's further down the coast?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Why is it abandoned?
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have been nicer then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, they've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
She's not telling you all she knows. Keep her talking.
What else is going on?
Well, there's that music. Music from across the sea. It started a few days ago, and now it's blasting even through the night. And now, suspicious-looking people are sneaking around the church. I don't like that.
Perhaps the mysterious music is somehow connected to the case. A Rusalka or a half-demonic Apsara singing.
What else is down the coast?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant. Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
Anything else of note?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk, but it's closed.
You'd want to come to a fish market here. That's it. There's got to be more along the coast. That's it? There's got to be more along the coast.
What?
Keep pushing.
You're one of those real estate people with big plans? If you want a development opportunity, you can check out the abandoned building over at Land's End. Used to be a supply depot, we think, sending goods and ammo across the bay. It's jammed shut though. We tried to get in, see if there was anything to sell or scavenge, but it's impossible. And now you know everything there is to know about this coast.
What is in this fishing village?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
Perfect hat for this weather, by the way. Kim is just going to be drenched. What do you mean?
This is pretty much a non-place. A gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Who else lives here?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now. And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Met Lillian already.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
Haven't seen any drunks yet, though. I think we sort of saw them, but we haven't interacted with them.
Sooner or later, you'll see for yourself. Don't have to look long to find these guys.
Is there any way to make a little money? I don't really need the money anymore if we're staying overnight. I'll ask it, though.
Here, for you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
Under carts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Fair enough, and I've probably found most of that already. All right, there's another topic.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
Do I care who she is? Let's ask.
Me? No one. Just an old
Just an old washerwoman.
Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Oh.
Now it's your turn, Mr.
Lieutenant W. Freighter Harrier Dubois. You can call me Tequila Sunset. Yes.
Why would I do that? That's a fool's name. Are you a fool?
This is the sister.
Don't ridicule yourself before an old woman, officer. It's undignified.
Ask her to... I was asked to get your signature.
Eh? What's this about? Come now. I can't read all this scribble. Tell me what it says.
Everett wants to turn part of the village into a little youth centre. I feel like this is bad. Like, I shouldn't be doing this. It's not going to go well. Everett's going to screw over the people here. But my task is to get the signatures. But if I could pass that logic test and find out and examine the small print. I could get the signatures and not give it back yet. Will there still be time to examine it? It's just a real estate. Or do I mention Everett? She might have a problem with Everett. I might say nothing ominous.
A deal with who? It's the Border Union, isn't it?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna push the fact that she's an old lady, and I'm gonna say it's something else.
I don't believe that. Police showing up here, collecting signatures.
Shit.
This had Union written all over.
Shit. Yes, it's the Union.
Thought so. So what do the Clare brothers want this time?
Okay, fine. They're doing a little youth centre.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part.
Oh no.
The part we need to get out of our houses. I see Lillian's name is already here. The girl is too trusting.
Damn.
Either way, I won't sign union papers.
What do you have against the Union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises we never planned to keep.
She pulls a dark red rag out of the bucket and puts it back.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So, no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
Well, good for you, Washwoman, and I agree with you as Ad playing the game. But I'm afraid I'm going to have to set fire to your shack until you sign it. I might even put more washing up liquid in your wash bucket so everything gets really, really soapy. Can you imagine that? And it's raining. There'll be suds everywhere.
She speaks with the authority of a leader. Hers is the final word around here.
Your name is ridiculous. Oh, trust the tenant. Suggestion, 17% chance. So let's leave and then let's have a little look at if I've got anything that will help with suggestion. I've already got a -1 for suggestion, which is what? The hat. Have I got any other suggestion things here? That's a -1. That's a +1, but Half-Life. Let's get on that on there. Half-Light, not Half-Life. I've been playing too much Portal 2, which you can watch me play live on stream at the moment. And if you're watching this into the future, it's currently April 2024. If you're watching this in the future, look at my playlists and you can watch me play Portal and Portal 2. I am loving it. Fuck. Portal 2 is so good. So good. And I know that won't come as a surprise to most of you, but it's the first time I've ever played it. Didn't I put 2 things on that were good for suggestion there? No, okay.
Our tenant, the policeman.
42.
I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I may retry it, so we do it. Our last 42 failed. Let's do it. Come on, come on, come on. It's going to be good. It's going to be good.
It's really in her best interest to listen to you.
Oh.
You know how the world works.
Oh, she's not going to accept financial compensation. I don't even have much money to offer. But let's try it.
Cops bribing citizens. Doesn't it usually go the other way around?
She doesn't wait for your reply.
Do you know who takes the cream of these deals? Real estate developers, construction companies,
Yeah.
restaurant owners, clerks, accountants in La Delta. Have some integrity. You're an officer of the law, not some fat slug's corrupt little crony.
Oh.
It's okay. She's emotional right now. Keep at it. We're around.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. We'll do it. Anyway, now we can go in here because we've got keys. Let's have a little look in here.
The door has seen better days. The layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
Unlock it.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangements.
I don't mind.
But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Okay, that's good. So right here.
The key turns with a satisfying click. You can enter the shack now.
Here. I'm going in. Just have a little look, see if there's any stuff in here. This is where I live now. Don't have to spend 20 real a night. This intricate heat engine. Anyway, sorry, let's click on this while we can. Oh, okay. Pleasant warmth. Floorboards creak. That's fine. Old science fiction magazines, nice. Books about bird watching. An almanac from 39. See the waves, the sea, and a church.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My new hangout where I could silently sit, drink and die while looking at the waves roll in. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation is free. That's good enough. I could live here. That's what I'm going to say.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. a down-on-his-luck nobody trying to survive.
Thank you, strange sensation. A fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, the howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Have we heard from Shivers before? Look under the floorboards, can I?
An old mirror hangs on the wall. You see the reflection of your face in it, adorned with the expression.
So I can dig deep into your mind to locate the source of the expression, or I can attempt to stop the expression from happening. 3%, 3%. Both encyclopedia and electrochemistry. Right, we'll have a quick look at what we can do for that. I don't think that... okay, the flare-cut trousers for electrochemistry. The robe. God. The jeans. Right, this is good. Electrochemistry, big boost here. So I think we'll be able to do that one. Look at me, though, in the mirror.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
3%?
Reflection of your face in it, adorned with...
Why?
The expression.
Why didn't I get more of a boost? What have I got that's doing stuff... oops. What's going against that? I haven't actually got anything boosted in physique. Tempted to do this. No. Although I've got the skill points and I'm at 75 already. Let's do it. I can always revert, can I? Oh no. Maybe I can't now.
An old mirror hangs on the wall.
8%.
The reflection of your face.
That doesn't seem like a big enough jump up compared to how some of the other ones have jumped up. Can't revert that now. That hasn't really... That was maybe a mistake. But that's alright. We live and we learn. I've said that so many times in this game and I don't think I've ever learned.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Should we shave? Hand-eye coordination? Should we see if we can boost my hand-eye coordination with anything? I don't think any of this... Hold on. What did I actually need to do that?
Table, you see a bowl of water.
Okay, do it, do it, do it.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line.
You see, the time when I want a 42% to actually come off, it's not to shave. It's not to shave. I've had much more important things I'd rather do.
The sharp blade chafes against your skin, producing a scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard feels tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
Wonder what Kim will make of this. I look quite handsome, if a little grey. Feel your clean-shaven cheeks.
They feel so smooth, surprisingly so. A feeling of freshness overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
Was it the right call?
The water reflects back a vague image of your clean-shaven face. Despite the bulbous nose, unkempt hair, and persistent swelling, you look a little younger, maybe. The beardless nature of your cheeks makes the expression seem even more like a terrifying grimace.
It definitely looks better. I was just thinking this might be a good cover for the episode. When I have to get the screenshot for the YouTube. There we go, in my great outfit. Hopefully I'll remember to do this. Okay. That's a bit behind the scenes. Let's have a look at these things, and then we'll see what Kim thinks of my face, and then we'll call it. What is this? More logic. Nice jacket. Is this...
The bed is comforting.
Okay.
If a bit run down.
I really like the fact that I've got this other place to live. This is cool. So it's not always a case of having to travel all the way back over to the Whirling in Rags. I spent so much time over there. Come on, Kim. What do you reckon to my face? Kim! Is Kim gone? No, Kim. Let's have a think, though. Inside you hear the cosy sound of some kind of heater spluttering. Okay. Kim, what do you reckon to my face?
Yes?
I shaved. Kim.
Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps...
I know. Stunning, right?
I'm really not sure about this turn of events. I may have preferred the mutton chops. They sort of seem to cover up the...
damage.
Kim.
Either way, good on you. You were saying?
Nothing. Nothing at all, Kim. Why did I have a little notification thing here? Oh, this. Oof. Actually, look at my face. I don't like it here with no beard. Ooh. I think I prefer it in the picture. Anyway, this is the perfect place to stop, I think. So let's save. Save. We'll get back on all this tomorrow, Kim. Not tomorrow. And I'm not going to play this again tomorrow. I don't think I'll have time. Let's go to the main menu. And come back over here. There we go. Pretty cool. Pleased to have got over to the other side and done a few more things. Got one of the signatures. Need to persuade the washerwoman to do the other signature, even though I think it's probably a bad thing. But I think it's good to get that done for the game. Made some good headway with the confusion between the Titus Hardy and Clashier. I'm so sorry. And overall, pretty good. Pretty good. So this will be going out and you will be watching it hopefully, and you would have seen that it's gone live at midday on a Friday. Next week I will try and do 2 episodes, so we'll see how we get on. But you had one on last Friday and you had one on Monday, so I'm enjoying it and I want to get back on it, but I'm also starting to get a bit busier with work stuff. But you don't care about that, you just want videos, so I'll do my best. Thank you for watching. Please come and hang out at twitch.tv/ad_ad_ad. Drop me a little comment in the video and a like. It's really cool to see people interacting with the videos. And thank you very much for watching all the way through. If you've watched all the way to this moment, maybe write cheeseburger in the comments. No, I'll be sad when I don't see anybody write cheeseburger. Actually, more likely, I'll just wonder what the hell's going on when people do write cheeseburger, because I will have forgotten this. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is bye. Bye.